said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my dime.
Yo, what's going on, GOATs? It's the GOAT Milton, man, back with another Madden 20 video. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and sub button, man. Madden 21 is so close around the corner, but it did get delayed due to what's going on in America right now. Comment what you think about what's going on. I think it's real sad, but that's a whole nother video. I'm gonna get into that. But today we are gonna be going over Jokes' offense that won him the Madden Bowl. Single back, wing. Oh, single back. I'm gonna show you right here. Single back wing flex close. Now, the thing about this, it has a great dive and a great stretch that you could flip to both sides, and you can motion somebody over to the stretch side, which is very rare in this game. So these are the audibles you want to have, but for square you want the smash play. Try to find it real quick. Smash with the corner out. So these are the 4 plays that will absolutely beat any type of meta run defense, any type of any defense in the game. The reason why this is so effective, I'm gonna go to first I'm gonna go to 3-4 edge blitz. Now the reason this is so crazy because this stretch. Now the thing about this stretch, in most great stretch plays, if you have a stretch to one side, you cannot motion a player all the way over because they patch that. It'll make the player stop. But with this one, you can motion a player all the way over. Now, if you motion him back, now since this is man coverage, the cornerback will follow him. So if it's man coverage, just all you want to do. Now, if you see edge blitz, you want to flip the run. Flip the run to the right side of the field. Hold on. Like this. Now, motion this dude all the way over. Make him follow. Like this. Make him follow. Now, run the stretch to the left. You're going to have very good blocking. This is why this play is great. If it's man coverage, it's almost GG's in the chat because you have so many different things to mix up. Okay, so next, this dive play. Now this dive play is insane because the safety will be the last line of defense. If the safety picks the wrong hole, which will most likely be the user, is going to be a touchdown. So what I like to do for this dive, Mike ID, him, and always run it to the right side because you have a way faster handoff animation like this. And you also could bounce the dive off to the right or to the left. It all depends what you want to do. So say you want to bounce the dive to the right, do something like this. But if I see man coverage, I'm most likely going to run stretch, but the dive is also not a bad option. And if they start committing to the run too much, that's when I show you the great pass plays they have out of this formation. Like this smash play, you want your best route runner, where Mike Evans is, streak Perriman, block one of the tight ends. I'm gonna usually block all one. Now look at Mike Evans absolutely toast his defender on this corner route. So you can't commit to the run too much, because if you do commit to the run too much, I am gonna pass the ball. That's one thing about me. If I see you committing to the run too much, I'm not afraid to pass the ball. Especially with a setup like this, it's gonna get crazy because that corner route is gonna get a little deeper and it's gonna beat a lot of coverages. It's gonna beat a lot of coverages, especially if you're in mud and you have somebody like Randy Moss or Torrey Holt that could break off very easily. So I'm gonna show you that one more time. You have dots out of this. A very good corner route that will destroy man coverage. So if he comes out in man coverage trying to stop the run, honestly, that's the first thing you could do. If you see him lacking or if you see him using somebody, that's the first thing you could do. Now another great pass play is this 4 verticals play. This Perriman route just destroys. Absolutely destroys man coverage. Now for this, you can put Mike Evans on a slant and put R1 on a drag, something like this. If you see his man coverage, motion him out, snap it. Perriman is gonna get nasty open. Now that's a Perriman route running is probably not the best, but he is still gonna get separation because that wheel route is just a wheel route. In this year's Madden, is gonna get wide open. So I do something like this if it's man coverage. Motion him out, hit him all day long, possession catch that, and get a great rack animation. And then you also, once again, have this stretch that you could flip For some reason, it's not letting me flip. Okay, there we go. Flip him. Now pair him and motion him over. And run stretch. It's going to glitch out the defense where you're going to have a great stretch play to this side. Make one dude miss. And then you're off to the races. Now, that's against man coverage, the different things you could do. You also, once again, have a great dive. I'd always keep the dive to the right. You're expecting 4 yards a pop. And if they commit too much to the run, once again, you can mix up these great pass plays they have. So that's just a tip. Now I'm going to go against a zone coverage run defense. Some people like to run zone coverage run defenses such as cover 3. Sometimes people run cover 2, but you'll see a lot of cover 3, maybe. So I'm gonna show y'all some cover 3 and cover 4 run defense, because that's what a lot of people sometimes like to run. Okay, so cover a 3-4 bear cover 3. This is what a lot of people want to do. So what absolutely destroys this is motion and pairment all the way over. He will not follow him, and it will glitch out the defense. And right when it gets about right here, snap the ball, you will have numbers. Look at this. It's over. That's an easy about 10 yards, especially if pairment could hold a block. And another thing you could do, I mean, it's so good because this is one of the few plays that allows you to motion a receiver all the way over to the side the stretch is going. Somebody can get a block. Now, I would say quick hike this, but the reason I wouldn't quick hike it because you could get a number. But say the other side looks great. All you could do is flip the run play like this, run the ball, get some nice yards. So that's very underrated about this. You can flip it to either side. So it's gonna be, they can't run commit to one side. I know a lot of people like to run commit in this game. When you see them running the ball very effectively, you can just flip the play and run the ball to the other side of the field, especially if they want to overcommit to one side. Now, another thing about 3-4, this is really to stop the stretch. The dive is going to kill this formation, especially if he is using the safety and wants to play the stretch so bad. Make sure you mix the dive in, because if you mix the dive in, they're going to respect the dive. So I like to come out and dive. That's just me personally. I like to come out and dive because they're going to start respecting the dive, and then that's when you want to pop off a stretch to one of the sides or motion somebody over. So now against cover 3, this corner route will get wide open because for some reason the safety does not come down on it. Because usually you have a one-play touchdown, but the safety is not going to come down on it. So look how open. Oh my, Jameis Winston is crazy right now. Oh my goodness. Like, I always pick the Bucks to show y'all these run schemes, but Jameis Winston just sells me. But I'm gonna just show it to y'all one more time. Streak square, block the running back. Now cover 3, it is a dot. Circle will get wide open against cover 3. So I show that to y'all. Circle is crazy against cover 3. Now another good setup you could do for the smash play against cover 3. Something like put square on a flat and motion him out. Now this is mixing up with the run, and if they don't respect the flat, just throw the flat all day long. You could get about 10 yards, maybe swerve somebody, get a touchdown. But that is a key. That is a good thing to do, because the flat route, make them respect the flats. I accidentally pressed X right there, but make them respect the flats. That's what these good Madden players do, just to get in your head that they could do this all game long, and you're gonna have to respect it. Throw that. Now as you see a cover 3, like that's if they're starting to respect the run so much where they're blitzing corners and blitzing everybody. So yes. Now this 4 verticals play is great in the red zone for cover 3, but not in the red zone. Sometimes you will have square if you motion them out and snap. That was an inaccurate quick throw. But sometimes you will not get an inaccurate quick throw with this 4 verticals play. Block the running back. I'm gonna show it to y'all square one more time. Yeah, you can do something like that, swerve it. But another key thing is when they start blitzing all these linebackers to stop the run, this 4 verticals play will get nasty, because X is my first read, if they start blitzing all type of linebackers, like right here, X will get nasty open. So just keep that in mind, that this 4 verticals play is very, very great, especially if they start run committing to the run too much. And then if they start committing to the pass too much, then that's when you can mix up stuff like this. Motion him over, snap the ball, you get an extra number to that side, and Jamal Adams is just in. I for some reason I tend to pick the worst teams to run the ball in sometimes, but it is what it is. But that will be the end of the video. That is a crazy scheme. Since it's the end of Madden 20, I will say lab this scheme. Just try out different things. This is a very good scheme. It fits the meta. It fits a lot of stuff. But yes, in the comment section, comment what you feel America is going through right now, what you feel about the situation. And I'm out, GOATs. Peace.